Welcome back to my channel where we share with you the most amazing, incredible, and shocking stories of our users. Today's story comes from an Alabama motel. A group of bikers shows up at a Super 8 motel in Mobile, Alabama. They check in and park their Harleys in the parking lot outside. The guy working the front desk is getting ready to bag some ice. When he sees these guys walking towards him, looking for a fight, they wanted a room, but they were too drunk to find their way upstairs. It's about 11 o'clock at night and the clerk has just finished his shift. He was getting ready to go home when suddenly this group of guys showed up and they were wasted. They looked like they were members of a motorcycle club because they were all wearing the same colors. The first thing he notices is that they are all staring at him, and then they start yelling, "Hey, hey, hey." He told them that he didn't have time to talk and he needed to clock out. But one of the men yelled, "You don't want to mess with us or you'll be sorry." He just ignored them and walked away. He really just wanted to get to his truck and drive home. One of the men came up behind him, grabbed his shirt and swung him around. The man slammed him into the wall. He was trying to get away from him, but these dudes were strong. Another one of them joined in on the attack and soon he was surrounded by all of them. He was scared, but he knew that if he could just get away from them, he would be okay. The manager of the motel saw what was happening and ran over to help. But as he got closer, he saw that it was too much for them to handle. There were too many of them, and so he turned around and went back inside to call the cops. The bikers kept punching and kicking him, but he tried his best to protect himself. Then one of the men picked up a chair and smashed it over his head. He fell to the ground and they all started stomping on him. He was lying on the floor trying to protect his head when a woman's voice suddenly rang out, "That's enough." The attacker stopped and turned to see who said that it was the cleaner. He had no idea who she was, but he was pretty sure that she wasn't one of the people that the men had come to fight. She was small, maybe in her early 20s, and she had long, flowing red hair. She wore a black tank top and tight jeans that left little to the imagination. And on her feet, she wore a pair of combat boots. But what really made the man think that she was there to cause any trouble was the huge Uzi that she had in her hands. She raised her weapon and aimed it at the men. "Get away from him right now," she said. Her voice was calm and confident, and the man could tell that she meant business. The men hesitated for a moment, but they eventually backed away from the fallen clerk and started to retreat. As soon as they were out of sight, the woman lowered her gun. She turned to the clerk and asked if he was okay. He nodded, still shaken up from the attack, but grateful for the woman's help. She helped him up and dusted him off, then asked him if he needed any medical attention. He declined, but thanked her for offering. The woman then turned and walked toward the door. She disappeared into the darkness, and the man watched her go, still holding his bloody rag in his hand. Just as he began to walk away, a police car pulled up outside. Several officers came rushing in, probably alerted by the manager who called the police after the bikers attacked the clerk. They asked the man what happened, and he told them about the unprovoked attack by the group of motorcyclists. The officers searched the area, but the bikers were nowhere to be found. As the police were questioning the man, another employee of the hotel came over to him. She introduced herself as Tina and told him that she was the one who confronted the bikers. She explained that she had been cleaning the room next to theirs when she heard the commotion. As she walked past their room, she saw the bikers beating the clerk. She couldn't stand by and watch, so she grabbed her gun and went to investigate. Tina told the man that she was a Delta Force operative who was in the area conducting a training exercise. She was undercover, and nobody at the motel knew that she was there. When she saw that the clerk was being beaten, she knew that she had to intervene. She explained to the man that she couldn't just stand by and watch someone get beaten up. It didn't matter that she was undercover. If she saw someone in danger, she was going to help them. She told him that she was glad that she was able to stop the bikers from hurting him further. Tina then went back to cleaning the room next door. She didn't want to draw any more attention to herself than necessary. As the police were finishing up their investigation, the man went back inside to clean up. He was shaken up from the attack, but he was grateful for Tina's help. He thought about how dangerous the situation could have been if she hadn't intervened. The bikers could have easily killed him, and nobody would have known what happened. He decided that he needed to carry a weapon on him at all times, just in case something like this happened again. He didn't want to feel helpless ever again. Over the next few days, the motel staff talked about Tina and how she saved the clerk from the bikers. Nobody knew who she was or where she came from, but they were all grateful for her help. One day, a group of bikers showed up at the motel looking for the woman who confronted them. They had heard about what she did, and they wanted to thank her personally. When they arrived, they were told that she was gone, but the staff gave them the details of where she had been seen. The bikers then set off to find her, but they never did. Tina had already moved on from the incident, and she had no idea that the bikers were looking for her. As for the clerk, he never forgot what Tina did for him. He always carried a weapon from that day on, and he was never again taken by surprise by a group of attackers. What would you do if you were in this situation? Let us know in the comments below. We hope that you enjoyed this story. If you did, make sure to hit the like button for more amazing stories just like this one. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends.